Okay, so welcome to my first ever speed build in which I actually talk over it. So the basis of this speed build is that basically my super sim, who if you watch my videos or my streams is mainly where I do it. I have a super sim called Natasha, and I've had her for so long. I think I started using her when I was I think she was one of the first Sims I made with The Sims 4 when I first got it, which was in like 2014. So it must have been 2014, right? Um, yeah, I think I got it for Christmas in 2014. So yeah, and she was like one of the first Sims I ever made. Uh, and then cut to like 2016, 2017 time when I started the Super Sim challenge. This is the sim I made, and here we are in 2020, still using this sim, and she's still my super sim. And basically, I'm making her a new house. We did have the mention, but got a bit annoyed with how big it was. Sometimes this happens when I'm playing the game. I don't know about you, but I just wanted to make like a smaller uh, area, like smaller house, like still functional, still like lots of space to like put stuff down, so we can do her skills, do her aspirations, anything we need, but not too big. Like with the mansion before was like really really big and I really started to just not enjoy it. So I'm not a great builder, so this is me like faffing about with like porches, I guess we'd call them in the UK. I'm adding some stairs. I don't usually do this stuff in my Sims 4 builds. I was trying my very hardest to make it interesting. um, so like you'll see me like start faffing about with like roofs and stuff soon, because I'm just not very good at building. But this one turned out really really good. But as you may have noticed, there was there's some fencing around this one because obviously she is a global superstar and the paparazzi coming outside your house is really annoying. So I was like, just to start off, I think we better have like a fence around the house so that we haven't got random paparazzi just watching us like doing our gardening and things. That gets really annoying. So yeah, this is me just adding a little bit of depth to this roof. Before I started this build, I was looking through, I think I googled luxury house or luxury mansion or something along those lines, and I came up with this idea from that. I think it's based solely on one, but then with inspiration for others. Um, so the way I build in speed builds is apparently really really weird. I watch speed builds, obviously, like that's my that's what I do. As somebody who loves The Sims, I watch a lot of Sims YouTube as well as make Sims content on YouTube and mostly Twitch, yeah. But a lot of people don't do their houses like this, so I'm obviously building my house here from on the outside first, and then I'm gonna do the inside second. I also need to mention probably that this video just has me building the outside, so like the shell of the house basically. So I'm adding all the windows and stuff, and just making the outside look nice because this is just how it works for me. Like this is what works best for me. I tend to have I tend to do like what other people do, where I build and then I just build as I go along, and then it just comes out like looking horrible on the outside. Just so I started building like this just because every build I'd ever make would just look horrible on the outside. So I started from the outside and I'm going from the out in, and it just makes more sense to me. So I'm adding a little path here just to make it look more interesting, doing some move objects, making sure that the columns fit okay. I think I change those columns later on. I did go back on live on stream. I don't know if you're watching this and you haven't seen my Twitch live streams, then I don't know how you got here, but if you want to check me out, I do quite a lot of stuff on there, mainly not YouTube. But I changed those columns to make it a bit more, because you see the middle house is like made of like the pebbles. I think I changed those to sort of fit with that theme more. But yeah, I went for a very like brown, like rocky, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm not very good with the words around like architecture and house building and stuff. I know my best friend who is doing an architecture course at university would like be probably really good if I asked her, but nah, I'll just call it a brown rocky type build. That's what I'm gonna go with there. But yeah, this is me just adding greenery in. I mean, I'm really making strides in my building technique today, and apparently I really am trying with this build, and it does come. This is me changing it now. Look, I'm changing the columns. I think I was gonna just do those two, but then I was like, yeah, but that looks stupid. And then I realised that this fence looks stupid, so I made that like a rockish cut. I don't even know if that makes sense, but yeah. And then I'm just making sure that the windows all make sense, so like they're not just all like different levels. And then I think I add in, because I don't know if you've seen my old house, I had a little greenhouse around the back of the mansion, and I do like to have like a place where they can plant things and where Natasha can grow things and stuff like that, because it's just handy sometimes. And I was trying to find a good like place to make the greenhouse look normal, and I think I realised I'd been building the whole thing on like the extra big, like extra tall walls at that point, so that was me just like quickly checking that it looked okay. But it's really hard building a greenhouse. I don't know if there's like a secret in the world out there of the Sims players, of the Simmers, but I found it really difficult to make a greenhouse that actually looked like a greenhouse. And this is the part where I do start sort of delving into the inventory from our old house and putting in the stuff from the greenhouse. But I left this in because I did this, and then I think shortly after I started making the walls inside, so like doing the layout and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, I have split up this speed build into two parts because the furnishing takes quite a bit longer. So this video is about 8 minutes I think, and the next one will be about 11, and that's just furnishing. So I think I do a quick like room. I do some rooms, do some layouts on the bottom floor, and then I cut it where I start making the like proper furnishing and stuff. So I'm trying to use all of the furniture that we already have in our inventory, because when I moved them out, I accidentally clicked keep furniture, so I might as well use it. Like there's a lot of like bougie furniture in there that if we just sold it at value, then we wouldn't get as much back. So I don't know, it's kind of part of my nature. But yeah, that is my that's the outside of the house all done, and the rooms, a little bit of the rooms. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some feedback if you have any. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. Bye.